Title: The South Africa and U.S. Feud. Over Afrikaans farmers and land reform. Introduction. The ongoing tensions between South Africa and the United States regarding Afrikaans farmers and land reform have been a subject of heated debate. Rooted in historical, economic, and political complexities, this issue has fueled international controversy. While South Africa sees land redistribution as a necessary step towards economic justice, the U.S. and other international actors have expressed concerns over property rights and economic stability. In this script, we will explore the origins, key developments, and implications of this feud. Background: South Africa's land reform policies trace back to apartheid-era injustices, where the minority white population controlled vast agricultural lands while the black majority was systematically dispossessed. To rectify this, post-apartheid governments have sought ways to redistribute land fairly. However, one of the most controversial aspects of this initiative is the proposed expropriation of land without compensation, which directly impacts Afrikaans farmers, many of whom are descendants of early European settlers. The U.S. involvement and controversy. The U.S. has been vocal about its concerns regarding land expropriation in South Africa. During the Trump administration, tweets and statements highlighted worries over farmer safety, property rights, and economic consequences. Some American politicians and advocacy groups argue that targeting Afrikaans farmers could lead to economic decline, reduced foreign investment, and even human rights violations. On the other hand, the South African government insists that its land reform policies aim to correct historical imbalances and promote inclusivity. Officials argue that land redistribution is being carried out within legal frameworks and should not be seen as an attack on any particular group. The impact on farmers and the economy. Afrikaans farmers express fears over losing their livelihoods and facing increased attacks on farms, which some groups claim are racially motivated. The government, however, maintains that crime in rural areas affects all South Africans and is not part of an orchestrated campaign against white farmers. Economically, the uncertainty surrounding land reform has affected investor confidence. Some analysts warn that without a clear strategy ensuring stability, agricultural productivity could suffer, leading to food insecurity and economic downturns. Diplomatic relations between the U.S. and South Africa. This feud has strained diplomatic relations, with South African leaders accusing the U.S. of meddling in domestic affairs. Meanwhile, American politicians and media continue to highlight issues regarding land reform, often portraying it as a crisis that could mirror Zimbabwe's land seizures of the early 2000s. Despite the tensions, both nations recognize the importance of maintaining trade relations and diplomatic ties. South Africa remains a crucial economic partner for the U.S. in Africa, and discussions around land reform continue within political and economic spheres. Conclusion: the debate over Afrikaans farmers and land redistribution remains a complex and polarizing issue. While South Africa aims to correct historical injustices, concerns over economic stability and human rights persist. The international spotlight on this issue underscores the delicate balance between justice, economic growth, and national sovereignty. Whether through diplomatic dialogue or internal policy adjustments, the resolution of this conflict will have lasting implications for both South Africa and its global relationships.